Irene, and here you are again. And at this session, we're going to talk about two of the tops that you're going to be teaching to our students coming up shortly. So we're going to start off with the Kendall Knit top, and I see you've got the pattern there, and that is a pattern by who? Stylark?
It's Stylark.
From Australia. And this is a knit top with a crisscross front, and it is a class that takes place on Wednesday, September the 25th from 10 to 4 p.m. And this is a nice cute little sweater that's designed for all seasons and can be worn alone or layered over a cami top. And it has a really unique cut and a longer length and a shawl collar that can be worn up or down. So let's have a look at what you have created.
This, I did two of them just because.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. There are many fabrics that you could use to make this.
Okay.
So because it's summer and I don't want to do anything sweatery at the moment, so I sewed one in a cotton jersey, jersey spandex.
Yep.
Which is our Hudson fabric. It's just a t-shirt fabric.
Yeah.
And the other one I made is a dressier version, just because it's a fancier fabric. It's in a modal, mostly modal knit, and it's sort of silky and slinky and whatever. Okay, so it's not the.
And modal is a viscose.
It's
right?
a viscose.
So does that wash fairly easily?
It washes beautifully. Okay. In and out. Okay, this because of viscose wrinkles. Well, I guess all fabrics wrinkle, but it basically hangs out.
Yeah.
Like if you take it out. So I washed and dried it, washed it and put it in the dryer to dry, and then I sewed.
Oh, well.
So unfortunately this top I think looks better on than it does on the hanger because of the fact that it has the crisscross here.
Yeah.
So there's nothing holding it the way it should be.
Now this pattern, you can make it in sizes 4 to 30, so that's, a pretty good range. And it can be worn with a cami underneath it.
You can, although I think the way it crisscrosses, it doesn't really expose anything much. And the collar is very large. Yeah. And I think you have to kind of arrange
roll it down.
I haven't figured that out. Obviously, the hanger doesn't help matters. But
I think it looks really nice.
It has three-quarter
still there, yeah.
Three-quarter length sleeves. Yeah. Although if you want to, we can extend it to make it wrist length.
Right.
There's a seam across the front.
Yeah. That could even be made into a dress, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure, just by extending it.
Yeah. And you'd have that sort of wraparound dress look without the wraparound.
And this is up, this line comes just below the bust.
Perfect.
So
it's
sort
of empire, yeah.
I'm looking forward to wearing this one. Okay, and then this one is just, I was playing around, so I had to try it in a different fabric.
Sure.
And try a few different things. So.
Well, that'd be really comfortable in that t-shirt knit. Yep. And we have that Hudson fabric in, gosh, I bet there's at least 15 colors there to choose from.
We have a lot of colors in a t-shirt knit. So.
And what are the price ranges of those two fabrics? So the Hudson, which is the blue one.
Hudson is $32.99.
And it's 98 cotton and 2% spandex,
yes.
or what is it? Yeah.
It's cotton. And then, but you don't, because it's wide, you don't need
very much.
A horrific amount.
Yeah.
And for this one, it's more than a regular t-shirt because the collar is rather large and it's double.
Yes.
But.
Okay. And the other fabric with the
modal?
And
the other fabric.
What's it called?
It's called Dare.
Dare, D-A-R-E.
This is the olive color.
Yeah.
And it is mostly, it's 80% modal.
Yeah.
And it has some polyester. It's because modal is a very delicate fiber and they put polyester in to make it more durable.
Right.
But again, with washing and drying it, I had no issues whatsoever.
Very drapey. Yeah.
But it just, I think we do have nicer colors than this.
Yeah, we have
color,
several colors.
For those that like other colors. But I think it would look lovely for a dress-up occasion.
Yeah. Yep.
So
just pair it with a nice pair of pants or a skirt and it'll look really good. Okay. Number 2 is... All right. So now we're going to look at the Simplicity 9646 top. Let me just zoom in on that.
Zoom in.
And this one's really cute. Now where Irene's hand is, I've made that version, the sleeveless one. which is a great little summer top. But we're going to do in the class, I mean, you could do the summer top, but why not do the fall top? And let's have a look at what you've done. Very cute. So,
okay, so just in case anybody's wondering, this is for Brenda because
it's larger.
A bit large for me. That's why. Anyway, so you have a dropped shoulder.
Just like an old-timey, you know when you watch those Zorro movies and stuff and they have those men's drop shoulder sleeves that look so cool? That's what that is.
I guess this has to be a lightweight drapey fabric. This is cotton lawn.
What does that mean, cotton lawn?
It's a very fine cotton.
Yeah. Kind of like Liberty cottons, right? Yeah.
So I'll be petting Brenda when she's wearing this. I
don't get to wear it for a while though, do I?
No, it has to
hang
sit
here.
here. Now, I guess it's all fairly simple.
Yeah.
Because it's an elastic band sleeve.
Okay,
this
let's
is
see that.
The sleeve also comes in 2 lengths. This is the 3/4 length, so it ends up, I guess, sort of mid forearm.
Yeah.
And there's also a full length. It's just that I did have the intention of making the long one, but unfortunately I didn't cut enough fabric. And so it ended
Get the
up 3/4, but
that's okay.
it is what it is. I believe there are 2 variations on the collar. One is rounded. This one happens to be square cornered.
And it's a one-piece collar?
No, it's a 2-piece collar.
Oh, that's cool.
So you learn how to, in class, we'll learn how to do the stand.
Yeah.
So it's like a men's shirt. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to you could do like a granddad collar by not putting in the second piece of the collar, and it would just give you the actual stand.
Yeah. Good idea.
Because when you sew, you can do whatever you want to it.
Does it have a yoke at the back, or is it one piece? One piece.
Straight. So it's a fairly quick sew. The sleeves are gathered, but they're wide. So they're actually put in when the garment is flat. So you put in the sleeves.
Oh, lovely.
And then you sew up the long seams. So it makes it very easy. It's a good way to learn how to gather. And they're not really gathered that much.
No, they're just nice, aren't they?
What else? We have
buttons.
The button band is just folded over
back,
and stitched down. Buttonholes, and if you're feeling a little, how should I say, nervous about using your buttonhole foot and whatever, we can get you set up to make pretty little buttonholes.
Yes.
Because they're not a big deal. There are also darts, so it does give a little bit of shaping in the waist.
Lovely. Yeah.
Front and back.
Okay.
Too,
it's
so
hard to see in that fabric, but yeah. Oh, terrific. And you have a couple other fabrics picked out here to show people?
You do need something that's lightweight and fairly drapey, just because it is large, unless you want sleeves that stick out and whatever. Okay, so we have many choices.
Yes.
But the one that I grabbed because it just feels so nice to squish is this cotton batik in this gorgeous aqua color.
Pretty.
It's almost
super drapey too.
And it's very drapey and it's gauzy and it's
what's it called? What's that bolt say?
It says batik, but I don't know.
I think it's
love to wear.
Oh yeah, this is a banyan batik. So this is a Northcott fabric actually for you quilters, but it is a batik for the garment sewing people.
But unlike the batiks that we have out in the quilting section, this one's really soft.
Yeah, you couldn't use a regular batik for this.
It just drapes so nicely.
Yeah, regular batik's pretty stiff.
So
nice.
Anyway,
and we have a bunch of different ones. I'm just going to wander over there and show them the different lawns too.
On the shelf there.
So we have some different cotton lawns here, and that's the one that Irene made her blouse with for me. But we've got a few more here that are nice. And then here are some of our garment sewing batiks. And yeah, there's a nice little selection there too. So back to you, Irene, just a minute. Don't want to make people dizzy by going too quickly.
You could also make it.
This is your classroom, by the way, ladies too.
You could also make it out of like a silky type fabric.
Yeah.
Which we also have in viscose.
Yeah.
A little more difficult to handle.
Yeah.
If you are
a beginner
on the beginner end of the spectrum of sewers.
Yeah.
You might want to stick to cottons.
Yeah, you don't want a slippery fabric to start.
Another one that would look really nice is this cotton double gauze that we have.
Beautiful.
We have it in in many colors.
Yeah, and they're over there. Let me just, that's cotton gauze section. Okay.
And I think I always tended to think of it as a summer fabric.
But it has enough weight, yeah.
As a top, it could work year-round.
Beautifully, yeah.
Especially in long sleeves. And the nice thing about it is you don't have to iron it.
No.
It goes wash, dry,
done. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's really nice. Okay, so that class, I've got my info here. I'll just pick it up and read it.
When is that?
Oh, here it is. Sorry, wrong paper. The button-down top is a 2-part class, Wednesday, October the 2nd and the 9th from 10 to 4. So because you're doing a collar and some buttons and things, it'll take a little bit longer. And it's $120, so that's $10 an hour. And you will learn a lot in that class and have a beautiful top at the end of it. And you'll have all the benefit of sewing with Irene, who is just so wonderful. So thanks for joining us.
Well, I look forward to seeing everybody in class. And should we have, it happens periodically. If we have too many students signing up, we do try to limit it so that everybody has room to cut out their fabrics and so on. But we could schedule another class if we have too many.
Yeah, we usually are able to get 6 people in here with cutting. We have 8 spaces, but with the cutting, we just have to limit it a little bit so that you get a proper space and attention from Irene. So thanks, Irene.
You're welcome. See everyone soon.
Yep.